Hello guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you how you could create your own simple website scraper in N8n using just the basic nodes without any API keys necessary. Now, you could always just pipe the HTTP request into into an LLM, and you would get the same results, maybe even better results. But sometimes the LLMs can just break because of the syntax of things like websites. Websites are usually extremely cluttered. I'll show you in a minute. So what we're doing here is we're getting data from the URL. So you just call it by calling another workflow. So you get the data from the URL, and then you use the HTTP extract content node. You can just find it HTTP, oh, HTML extract content node. Now, what this node does is it takes certain CSS selectors. So, let me execute it and I'll show you what that means. So, here we have uh a title and paragraphs. So all the H's. So here we have meta name and things like that. You could filter it out for meta name or meta title, but I've found, so here's the title in this brackets here: explore N8n docs your resources. So you get the data from here, and it takes this data, which, as you can see, is extremely messy as it's HTML code, complete HTML code, and you just uh take out what you want. So the key is title. That basically means you name the output variable title. The CSS selector would be inside of this brackets. What do we get? And we get title, and then it returns the text. Meta title, sometimes used, so you just have to make sure you have that there just in case. Meta description, also sometimes used. Description, which is this here. Image searches images. URLs searches URLs. So if there is a redirect somewhere, it will complete URL. So this is not a URL, as it doesn't show as a URL, but URL would basically just show as the base URL on the website. And then paragraphs, which has the P selector. It's basically all the paragraphs in in the thing. You could add a few more as well, so you could call it headers, and you just do H. And if I run now, you'll see I have a headers as well. I think it should be H1 if I'm not mistaken, and then it only shows the large headers, and H2 shows the smaller headers, and yeah, so this H1 shows the larger headers, and H2 shows slightly smaller, and then H3 is even smaller than that. And then we just pipe that into a set fields which outputs a paragraph, which you can then put into an LLM. If you don't want this workflow to return a paragraph and return the individual values, just delete the set fields here. It just and you could also connect this up to a LLM to summarize the data maybe, and it is really clean now because we cleaned it up with this HTML component. Well, this is basically it. It's extremely basic, but it's really powerful, especially if you hook it up as a tool to an LLM, because then they can search the web and get back data, so their responses are much more accurate. And as always, thank you for watching, and bye bye.